final two bring us as we're off in Week 9. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. Play action. Newton sliding out of the pocket. Going deep here for Landry. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. Mayfield on play action. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback, because he went into it, he saw the numbers we saw, he watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be, but early in this one, advantage defense.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon, and they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it to Mixon on the check down. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are going to take a first quarter lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taken from about the 12. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Browns drive about to get started.
A 6-2 is their record through the first 8 weeks. Now, Charles, what is your assessment for them in the second half of the season?
Well, I think that the road gets a little bit tougher for them. And when I look at their schedule, I see some of these road games, and I know those are going to be difficult. But this is a good team, so I'm going to go with 11-5. That seems about right, and I think that'd be a nice accomplishment, too.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Play fake. Mayfield. They'll roll him out right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
So this rivalry, Charles, here in the Buckeye State, Cincinnati and Cleveland, you felt like for a while it took a dip as these two franchises struggled. But now I think this rivalry is budding again as one of the best under-the-radar rivalries in the NFL.
I agree with you absolutely, because both of these teams have the arrow pointing up. They've kind of solved their quarterback issues. They're building up their rosters. But one of the most defining moments of this rivalry to me wasn't even in a Browns-Bengals game. It was a Seahawks-Bengals game when head coach Sam Wyche addressed the crowd and emphasized that Cincinnati was the place to be.
But, Charles, I think his exact words were, you don't live in Cleveland, you live in Cincinnati.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive. On 1st down, it's Newton.
He's going to have the hook up to Schwartz.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Finds a seam inside the 40. And down right around the 37. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the 1st. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Newton to throw. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
So the completion there, and CD, as we know, trying to defend against an NFL quarterback, that's one thing. Trying to defend against a mobile NFL quarterback, that's quite another. What's the plan here defensively?
Well, the pass rush has to still try and get to him, and especially the guys on the edge, but they're going to go maybe a count slower, right? They want to make sure they don't get too far upfield where he steps up and takes off through a lane. The same is true for those interior guys as well. So you've got to change it up with him. Try and keep him hemmed into the pocket, and occasionally you throw a spy on him. A fast linebacker or one of your extra defensive backs who can dance with him a little bit if he takes off and runs.
Newton on 3rd down.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on 4th down. Running for it, here's Chubb, going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. Nick Chubb stops short, and the Bengals will get the football back.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10
at the 31-yard line.
He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Burrow looking to pass.
There's the rookie from LSU. It's Jamar Chase.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now it's Burrow. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 42-yard line. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now Burrow. He's going to let this one go deep. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And some room to run now. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. They go play action. Mayfield dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 15 more yards there and quickly another first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Mayfield off the play fake. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 25-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A give. This is Chubb. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
2nd down, here's Chubb again.
And he's brought down.
42 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Browns can grab the lead if they hit the extra point. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. 5-3, their record at the halfway point, and you have to imagine that there are folks saying, hey, if we do that again in the second half, we're 10-6 and we're a playoff team.
I do think, though, that they have a couple of things working against them, and number one, the schedule, that's going to toughen up a bit because they've got some division games down the stretch, and those are always difficult. Number two, you know they've got to stay healthy. That's the key to getting to the playoffs and winning in the playoffs. But they've got a shot at it. This is a good football team.
Rolling to his right. And he'll find Chase on the right side complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He'll buy some time right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag. And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get one step. If you're within one step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that, looks like an extra step was involved. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They'll run with Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Here's 2nd and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Working with a 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Here's Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Jamar Chase with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taking it about the 1. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Browns drive about to get started. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2? Win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that 1st round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And now Mayfield on the bootleg, sliding out of the pocket. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Mayfield on 1st down. Out to his left. Oh, he'll try and throw it deep to the other side of the field. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know that pass was incomplete, but I'm awfully impressed with how he was able to maintain his vision, because normally when you break out to the left that way, it narrows everything down, almost becomes a half-field read. But he's able to still see the entire playing surface and try to connect all the way back to the right.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. Well, we just saw shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup with someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
They fake the give. Newton. They'll roll him out right. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Newton now to throw.
Flushed out right. Cam wisely hitting the deck at the end as he slides and has the first as well. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will do it for this first half. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Bengals with work to do in this third quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Burrow on play action. Over the middle, complete. That's Boyd. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. A toss left, Mixon. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. It'll be a gain of 11, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down. Mixon with a first down carry. Sheds off the tackle. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Burrow will throw. Steps away to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon.
Ain't doing nothing.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. 3rd time's the charm on the extra point as he gets this one to go. And that gives him a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Browns drive about to get started.
And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Still 9 remaining on second down.
To throw, Mayfield. Got a man, that's Rashard Higgins. There he goes, right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Rashard Higgins, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Browns on just 2 plays have taken the lead.
McLaughlin for the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the 3rd quarter. Now they relinquished that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. From the gun to give to Mixon. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. Now it's Burrow. Flush to his right. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
On 2nd down, Mixon, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
11 mighty. 11. 11 mighty. 11 mighty.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
11.
On 1st down, Mixon. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right.
Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. Oh, a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and that gives them a 3-point lead. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns' drive about to get started. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Bengals are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Jamar Chase, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw here into the hands of Boyd. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Now back to throw. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
On 2nd and 10, Burrow. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. And the Bengals on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing again, it's Burrow. Forced out to his left. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Going for the deep ball. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Again, a run with Evans. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. They'll set up to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. He's at the 40. 20. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
Anytime
right.
we have a
That's
defensive
right.
battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And they have to try and move past that pick six because now they're dealing with a fourth quarter deficit, and they need this drive to end in points.
And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 32 that time.
They'll run on first down with Evans.
And down to the 36-yard line here. Give him 7 yards on the carry, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. From the 36, Burrow.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
They'll try and run for this with Evans. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Here's Burrow.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards on the play.
They'll run here with Evans.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Throwing, Burrow.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Anthony Walker in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns have just about sewn up this football game.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The Browns drive about to get started. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
They said their goal was to win 7 games. They've done that pretty early in the year.
I think it's time for them to elevate that number and really make a big push to finish this season strong.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long from Cincinnati.